Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh god, I cringe literally every time I say that because it just does not feel like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it doesn't feel right. It's so weird because I feel like I'm just talking to my friends. Anyways, so I am here today, obviously you read the title, to talk about the Jeffree and Shane palette. Also, there's gonna be birds in the background. Sorry, just ignore that. It's like noon or something like that, so there's always birds. And if I look a little weird, I'm like trying to look at the camera instead of looking at myself, and it's kind of hard to do. And also there's a plane going by, so it's not a typical video if there isn't like a million things going wrong. Anyways, I'm here to talk about the Jeffree and the Shane palette collection. I'm really only interested in the palettes just because with the lipsticks and stuff, I would never wear it. So I was really interested in getting the two palettes, the Conspiracy one, which is the like main large one, and then the mini Controversy palette. And I did use them today. I think it turned out pretty good. I am in love with this palette. Let me just start off by saying that. I hate when people say their like opinions at the end. I'm like, can you just get into it? Like, do you love the palette or not? So anyways, I'm acting like I haven't opened this and used it, but this is the Conspiracy. Excuse me. The Conspiracy palette, the Big Daddy, I guess. So here is the packaging. Is so freaking cool. Like, how unique is this? First of all, I love, say what you want about Jeffree Star, his makeup is like very good quality and like up to a really good standard, like for me. Like, his packaging is always like, he always kills it on packaging. It's always like it's just there. He puts in like that effort and pays attention to detail. Like these, like, I think he called it black chrome. To me, this is just like gunmetal. These like clasps thingamabobs. Like, there's just so much detail in this and I love that. So this is the big one. It has 18 shades in it, and this is what it looks like. So a lot of people who don't like Jeffree Star or Shane Dawson or whatever, they think that this palette is boring, and in my opinion, this is such an amazing palette. I tried to use as many shades as I could. Let's see, I used about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think like 8, 9 out of the shades. I used some in like the small palette as well, but I was just trying to use a bunch of them without, you know, doing too much. Try to make like a cohesive look, and I think I did like pretty well. I don't think it looks too crazy, but oh my god, enough about like what I did, blah blah blah. This palette is beautiful. So I went to my local mall, which is the Art and Fair Mall, and I got there at like 5:30 in the morning, and I was like number 14 in line or something like that, so I could get my hands on these two palettes. And I got the bundle, which retailed I think for like $72 or something with tax and blah blah blah. I think it ended up being $78 and like 30 cents or something. Why do I say that so much? Or something or something. Anyways, so I'm just gonna swatch these like real quick, and then I will be back to like talk about it. I'm probably gonna do it like right here because I have a tattoo here, and I think it's like awkward to show this part of my wrist. It's just weird. So I'm gonna swatch these. I'll be right back and talk about it a little bit more. Also, I'm in the middle of swatching, and oh my god, like, not to kiss his butt or anything, but I have literally never used makeup that has the formula of Jeffree's like eyeshadows, they're just so buttery and smooth. Like he's honestly like unmatched in how it feels, like just going on the hand. Like it is so freaking good. Oh my god. Anyways, back to swatching. Okay, so I've swatched the first little row. From here to here we have Ranch, My Pills, Tanacon, Diet Root Beer, Just a Theory, and Spiraling. So the sun is like, let me see if I can get it in the sun. Here we go, to show you like the shimmers. Oh my god, amazing. Anyways, these are very neutral. I love this because, like, look, this is like kind of everything you would need if you want to do like a really, really, really natural look. Like, this doesn't really venture into color too much. So in here we have two like really shimmery ones, and then this like last one, Spiraling, is not that shimmery, but it is still just amazing. So today I only used, actually I used 3 of these. I used My Pills, Tanacon, and then Just a Theory. I just used those on the lid and in the crease. So here are these beautiful babies, and again, like, I think I didn't really have any issues. Sorry if you hear the wrinkling, I'm like wiping it off. I didn't really have any issues with blending. There was like a good amount of fallout. I mean, what do you expect from a powder, really? But I'm not like that person who's like, oh my god, there was so much fallout, like I couldn't even use it. I don't care about that. It's like, wipe it off and move on. Especially because they are so pigmented. It's like, what the heck do you want? Like a shadow with no fallout is gonna be super dry and weird. So I will take all the fallout that there needs to be. So that was that. I'm gonna go ahead and do the second row, and I'll be right back to talk about those ones. Okay, so I've swatched the second row. So from this way to this way again. Here's how they look. Oh, those are amazing. We have Conspiracy, Pig-ment, Food Videos, Trisha, Cheese Dust, and Flaming Hot. Out of these ones, I only used these 3 right here. So this is Pig-ment, Food Videos, and Trisha. I used Pig Videos in the crease, Food Videos obviously for the inner corner, and then a little bit of Trisha just in the lid. So here are these bad boys. This is like a relatively, like, yeah, it's still like a colorful, you know, like layout of colors, but for me, like, natural is like warm tones, really. So if I do like pink, to me that's natural. Wow. I know that that's obviously not natural. I know what like natural nudes are and stuff like that are, whoa, what the heck did I just say? I know what they are, but like a lot of those shades are usable if you're like trying to venture into color and you just want to like add a little bit of something. You can always go for like, see, there's like, I have blue and like purple under there, so you can always do something like on the lower lash line, you know, if you want to make it like a little bit more outgoing or whatever. These ones are a little, they're like a little harder to get off, which means I might have a tough time taking it off my eyes. Oh yeah, look. See, I'm gonna be totally honest. Let's see, that is the Food Videos, Trisha, Cheese Dust, and Flaming Hot are kind of like staining. Oh yeah. But I mean, I don't really expect that. Like, I kind of expected that to happen just because they are reds, and you know, colors like that do often tend to stain because they have like dyes or, you know, whatever that's a little bit different than like a brown or something. Also, I do want to make one comment. The yellow shade, oh, I just dug my finger into one of the shades. Good job. Oh, that's sad. Can you see? I dug it into there. Anyways, Food Videos, this yellow one is a very like dry shade. Like, that is not as buttery as the other ones. that I used, I mean, it still went on good and it's like vibrant and everything. It would have been more vibrant if I put like a white underneath it, but that really wasn't the look I was going for. So that one's just a little bit more dry. I'm excited to use the Conspiracy, this green one, and the Cheese Dust. Ew. Ugh. The Cheese Dust one over here, just because those, I like oranges and greens. I feel like they really complement my like eye color. Anyways, next row, so I can stop rambling. This one I'm probably most excited to like swatch because I only used about 2 of the shades in here. Did I even? Oh my god, why? I'm tripping. I used 1 shade and I kind of used the black, but only a little. And I mean, I don't get that excited by blacks. Sorry, I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm gonna swatch these and I will be right back. Oh my god. Okay, so I did the last row and I am, first of all, why am I so heavy-handed? So they look a little chunky and weird just because I went like really in, and his formula is so buttery that it kind of just got a little smashed. But ow, my foot is asleep, my leg is why am I always a mess when I record? Anyways, here are these ones, and oh my god, these are probably some of my favorite colors in here. Like, are you kidding me? I've never seen a color like this that's that like pigmented, because usually when you do like pastel-y colors, they're like super lame, super not pigmented. So that one I'm impressed with. So the names are What's the Tea, Diet Cola, Not a Fact, Sleep Paralysis, Illuminati, and My Ride is here. And oh, ooh, and the shimmer, that like silvery one. Oh my god, I cannot wait to use these. I'm probably most excited for these 2 shimmers right here, just because, are you kidding? Like, do you see that? That is in freaking sane. However, when I was swatching, the Not a Fact one kind of stained my finger. I'm also a little scared because I used a good amount of that in my crease today. And that black, are you kidding me? That was amazing. Like, I don't get excited for black, like eyeshadows and, you know, stuff like that, but I can acknowledge when they are good. Ooh. Okay. So that was it for this palette. I will briefly do swatches of the Mini Controversy. I'm not super excited for this one. If I'm being like 100% honest, I was way more excited for this one just because these colors are amazing. And this is sort of like the Big Daddy. Ew. But I was like really excited for this one. I'm so glad I was able to get my hands on it, because I did see today that, you know, they are sold out and they're not restocking for a while. And when they do the online restock, it won't be shipping till late November, early December. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, can you, ugh, I'm so impatient. I literally hate waiting for things. So I'm glad I was able to get my hands on that. And now quickly gonna go over this one. I mean, not super excited for it. It's still pretty cute. I did use a couple colors, but I mean, the Conspiracy palette is like the main one. Also, this is so cute. Like, I'm not a huge fan of like holographic things. I don't know, it just seems like cheap to me. But this looks really cute because I get what they were going for, you know, staticky, but didn't want to just make it like black and white, you know. So this one has 9 shades. Hey, that's me. Has 9 shades in it. There is overlap. I think Diet Root Beer, I'm pretty sure, is the only one that is also in the Conspiracy palette, which looks honestly like an everyday brown that I would like reach for. But a couple other shades in here, like, I probably won't use as much, but we will see. Who knows? Jeffree has really good products, and he's really good at like taking people out of their comfort zone, which I really like. So I'm gonna swatch these all and I'll be right back to talk about this, and then after I'm gonna talk quickly about what it was like trying to get my hands on these actual like products. So be right back. Okay, so I'm back and I've swatched all 9 of the shades in the Mini Controversy palette. From this way, or this end to this end, we have, that's like a light blue, by the way. It looks kind of white on camera. have flat, oh, it's so awkward when I swatch like that. Flat Earth, Cry on My Couch, My Boyfriend's Purse, Controversy, Diet Root Beer, My Apology, Exposed here, and then Canceled here, and The Simulation here at the end. Excuse me. Honestly, a couple shades in here really stand out to me, not too many. As boring as these are, I really like this light blue Flat Earth, because I think that that's a really good quality pastel, because like I said earlier, pastels are kind of, seems like it's hard to make. I don't know, because I don't make them, obviously, duh, but it seems like it's kind of hard to make because they never really seem to be up to standard. But Jeffree doesn't do anything, you know, half-assed, so a good quality. And I didn't like go over these, I just like went in once, boop, did that. Cry on My Couch looks good just because you can use that, I feel like, for my skin tone to like set the base. And the rest, I mean, like, let me see, they honestly don't impress me that much. Like, I know it's kind of lame to like spend your money on something where it's like, you know, but I mean, like, I'll definitely use them. I just won't get too much use out of things, and I usually don't like to waste my money on things if I'm not going to use them. But I feel like in small doses I will be using the mini Controversy palette. I do have what seems like a million palettes already, but I feel like none of them have like similar colors, because like that light purple shade and that light blue, those are just like such unique pastel colors, something that I probably wouldn't ever like wear if I didn't have this palette. Like, I don't think I can find any of those colors in palettes that I, you know, already own. So that was that. And I know I kind of briefly went over the palettes, but I mean, I'm sure you've already seen it a million times. But I mean, it's good. Like, whether you like him or not, however you feel about him, his quality of makeup is good. The quality of packaging, the standard, the pigment, like everything about it is really amazing, and I feel like it's unmatched. I haven't really tried a brand that's as consistent with things, because, you know, some brands are like, oh yeah, that's good, and then they release something else and it's like, you know, kind of flopped. But the things that I've seen him do and the quality, like, it's just unmatched, like I said. So now that like the actual palette part is done, I'm gonna briefly talk about the experience of trying to get the palette, because that was quite interesting. Okie dokie. I'll be right back though, because I gotta pee. Okay, I'm back. So getting this palette was interesting. First of all, I want to preface this by saying I have never ever wanted a product like, ooh, so bad. And I had never been to like a makeup launch thing, because he's done previous things like this at my local mall and at a bunch of other malls, but I was just like, whatever for those palettes. This one I was like, I need this is amazing. I've been following along with the series, blah 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 blah. And just to be able, I don't even know, it is just, ugh. I like them, and I'm not gonna get like too much into opinions on either Jeffree or Shane, but I've followed them for a pretty long time, and it's the whole process of seeing that made me feel like this palette was really special, and to be able to see all the attention to detail and blah 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 with everything was really special. So I was really interested in getting these, and part of me was going to just try to get it online, but I'm so glad that I didn't do that, and I went in store and was able to get it. So I drove to my mall, like 20 minutes away, and I got there around 5:30-ish. Our security at the mall or whatever said you can start lining up at 6, so I kind of waited in my car, and I drove past this restaurant called BJ's, and I noticed that there were people lined up, so I went and lined up at 5:30. I was like number 14, and it was freezing, and I was so underprepared. It was 39 degrees, and oh my god, I was I felt like I was just gonna die. I was so cold. I just wore pants and like a hoodie, and that was a mistake because I'm so stupid and I don't think of those things. But it was cold as shoot, and there were people with blankets, and then we were out there until like 7:30, and then thankfully some really nice people, they actually like worked for like the security or like the mall, I'm not totally sure, but they were able to get us into the mall pretty early. They said they were gonna let us in at 9:30. I think they let us in at like 7:30 or 7:45-ish. So we got inside, and oh my god, we walked past, well, first of all, empty mall was so weird to see. But we walked past the Morphe store, and we saw like the displays and everything set up, and everybody like pooped themselves. We were so excited. And oh my god, it was just so beautiful, like getting to see the mirrors, the gloss, everything. Like it was such a surreal experience. Also being in an empty mall, totally weird. And there weren't that many people like lined up until like they actually let us in the mall, and then the mall opened up and people started actually lining up. I didn't realize how many people there were, and I'm so glad that I got there so soon, because there were, it seemed like a million people in line. And I was able to actually meet up with some nice girls, and they kept me kept company with me in line, and it was really cool. And the Morphe team was super duper organized with everything, getting us in, getting us out, and they did 5 at a time, letting people actually into the store because they didn't want chaos. And luckily there was like a 2 item, like a limit of 2 per item, if that makes sense. So like you can only get 2 palettes, you can only get 2 of the same lip gloss, but like of each shade. So you could potentially walk out with like a lot of things. And there were a lot of people there who were like really talking about the mirrors and stuff, and they were kind of hoping that the merch was there, and I was just able to overhear a lot of conversations. But it was super smooth. Got in, got out, like got in, looked at everything, it was amazing, paid for it, got out. And side note, in the line there were these people talking about, oh, if somebody's cutting, we're gonna like fight a bee. And I was like, are you kidding me? Over makeup? Like, it's really not that serious, calm down. And I'm glad that nothing crazy happened. I don't know, people in the back of the line were a bit more rowdy. People up at the front, we were like, we've been here since 5:30, we're tired, we do not have the energy. And yeah, overall, the people at the Morphe store, at Arden Fair, security, I know it sounds so lame, but it's so important, like safety and security and all of that, because if something got crazy, you know, like, can you imagine how stupid that would be if something like big erupted around makeup? That would literally be so stupid. But I'm so glad, and that experience was so crazy. Now I know for next time what to prepare for and what to expect and all this stuff. But I mean, at the end of the day, I got my hands on these 2 palettes, and I'm so freaking excited to use them. Like, I love, ooh, it's getting a little dark. I love what I was able to do today with all of these. People are so caught up in like, I can't make a look with that, blah blah blah. It's like, okay, go back to all of your like the Kylie, the ColourPop things with all the neutrals and things that you can make 100 looks out of. I feel like that's not really what Jeffree does. He doesn't like, yeah, he is cohesive and everything, and it looks cute, but he's all about making unique colors and stepping out of, you know, your comfort zone. Comfort zone. I'm just tired. So I'm gonna try to wrap this video up. Overall, love these palettes. Pretty affordable for 2 palettes, and the quality that you get, the sizes, the packaging, like everything about it with his brand, it's like an experience. It's like amazing to get this, to unbox it, to click, you know, and like open this big thing. It was like a whole deal. And I didn't really want to talk about the glosses or lipstick or yeah, glosses, lipstick, what else? You have mirrors. I was just really not into any of that. Plus, like, this enough. That was expensive enough. People who were there, they walked out with big bags, like multiple, and I was like, girl, good for you, but I don't want to waste my money on things that I can't see myself using. But again, like I've said a million times, I'm so grateful for that whole experience, first of all, and that I was able to get my hands on this, because I know that a lot of people wanted it, because I had a bunch of people telling me like, oh my god, you're so lucky, blah, blah, blah. Like, oh, that sounded rude, sorry. You're so lucky, like, wow, you know, things like that. And I'm like, oh yeah, I forget, like, they only have 1 million palettes, or, you know, whatever, and there's gonna be a lot of people around the world, you know, trying to get it. So I'm super grateful that I was able to get these. It hurt my wallet a little bit to pay $70 for 2 palettes, but overall it was worth it. Okay, now that the plane is sort of subsided, I want to say thank you if you watched. Thank you if you made it this far, because I know however many minutes of me rambling, it says 33, is probably a lot to handle, but thank you if you did watch it, and thank you for the people who told me I should make a video about this, and for the people who support me and blah 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 blah, you know, the whole spiel. I really appreciate it, genuinely do. And saying the like and like, ugh, it makes me cringe, but like and subscribe. You can always comment, like, let me know if you have an... Are you serious? Are you serious? Let me know if you have any video ideas. You can leave in the comments. You can talk to me on my Instagram, which is probably where most of you are coming from. I'm gonna kill my dogs. Sorry, got a little crazy. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And there's another plane. I will see you in the next video. Maybe that'll be in 4 years. Who knows? Bye. Fucking airplanes. I need makeup wipes. Okay. Ooh, that is nice. Okie dokie. So I'm back and I have swatched all 9 of them. I'm gonna do this side to this side. Let me start that over. So there's another plane. Are you kidding me?